नमस्ते, जय हिंद। ये है द आवारा मुसाफिर शो क्लिप्स। बट लेट्स टॉक अबाउट आरजी कर एंड व्हाट हैपेंड इन कोलकाता, क्योंकि इसके पहले व्हेन समथिंग लाइक दिस हैपेंड, वो निर्भया था। ऑल्दो उसके बीच में आई एम श्योर कि देयर वर मोर देन 1000 इंस्टेंसेस ऑफ रेप्स हैपनिंग इन इंडिया, विच इज़ द सैड पार्ट ऑफ आवर कंट्री। बट जब ऐसा कुछ होता है, what is that victim going through? What is happening inside their mind? What are their thoughts? And what is their family's thoughts? What are the friends के thoughts? जो उनके एकदम near and dear ones है, उनके क्या thoughts होता है? I want to understand this.
Yeah. Firstly, very important to acknowledge that everybody listening to this podcast has some kind of sexual trauma, whether we accept it or not. There is something in our mind that gets triggered from such incidents. So just protect yourself, listeners, like whoever's watching, take care of yourself. Don't just try to go through this podcast just to finish it. Like, take time, pace yourself, because you're going to get triggered from some of the details that are coming out. So first point I want to say is that we live in a kind of assumption culture,
As in?
that it is assumed that I will be okay with you touching me because you're my friend. It is assumed that that the hug is a child's responsibility to give to the uncle, because the uncle is so sweet and we are in the wedding. Then we have to hug, because beta hug karo, beta be a good girl, be a good boy. It is assumed that parents will not hurt the child sexually. It is of course, these are good assumptions. This is the healthy society chalni chahiye. If you're only thinking that your parents will hurt you, you're never going to be able to be healthy, right? But in assumption culture, their role is very important. कि बेटा वो बड़े हैं, वो ऐसा नहीं करेंगे तुम्हारे लिए. वो ग्रैंडफादर है या वो ग्रैंडमदर है, वो तो आपको हर्ट नहीं करेगी. ठीक है. इसमें अब आप रेप कल्चर का जो डेफिनेशन है जो ऐड करेंगे, उसमें आपको समझ में आएगा शायद अपनी ही लाइफ में कि कितने सारे ऐसे इंसिडेंसेस होते हैं हमारे फ्रेंड्स के साथ, हमारे फैमिली के साथ, कि वो कहीं गए बस में, कोई लड़की थी बस में, दिल्ली की बस में या किसी की भी बस में, शी वाज जस्ट सिटिंग एंड कोई आके उसको स्पैंक करके चला गया. कोई आके कोई बंदा उसके पास आ रहा है. सो मेनी इंसिडेंसेस वेयर समबडी इज मैस्टरबेटिंग नेक्स्ट टू समबडी अनकंसेंशुअली इन अ बस, एंड यू आर बीइंग टोल्ड डोंट से एनीथिंग. This is the rape culture part. ठीक है. So first is the assumption culture part, then is the rape culture part. So now, if I am someone who is, let's say, trying to just navigate the world, and I'm going into the bus, and I'm being told that, this person is hurting me, but I should shut up. Because if I say anything, the driver will not really support me. My mother will say, why did you cause that? What was I wearing? Were your boobs showing? Were it not showing? All these things will be asked, so I should just keep quiet. Now, where will I go with my pain? Okay, so actually the statistics is 1 in 3 and 1 in 6. 1 in 3 women every minute are raped. 1 in 6 men every minute are raped. Men also go through sexual abuse and assault, and not just rape, sexual violence. And I should change the word rape to violence, are sexually violated in any way. 1 in 3, 1 in 6. These are American statistics. We don't have Indian statistics as deep as yet. बट इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट ये सब जगह होता है, घर में होता है, घर से शुरू होता है. सबसे ज्यादा परपेट्रेटर आपका नोन इंसान होता है. जो स्ट्रेंजर आता है बुश के, मतलब आइडिया ना, द बुश से कोई तीफ आके आपको रेप करेगा, दैट इज मोर रेयर. It is actually more common that it's your boss, it's your friend, it's your uncle, it's someone you know that is trying to exhibit power over you.
Right.
Then you are being told, no, it's not like that. Actually, Jay had the best interest in his mind, or Neha had the best interest in her mind. She would not hurt me that way. So why did Neha hurt me? So then the survivor, if Neha is the person who sexually hurt someone, survivor is thinking, Neha is a nice person. She goes and tells her friend is like, Neha to aisa nahi kar sakti yaar, main to janti hu, bahut achhi person hai, etc. So we are told again and again that don't believe the pain, just move on from it. So then you have something like a Nirbhaya and then a Calcutta rape murder case which comes up, and it just is so intense that it is difficult to ignore. This is when your rape culture and your assumption culture just go bust. They explode because something comes and disrupts them so much.
Right.
Now, this is what we're experiencing. No sex education or very less sex education, terrible biology lesson. pushing children to pushing adults to get married without equipping them. Why? What happens in a marriage? How do you deal with the opposite gender or same gender? Not giving people any trauma mental health language, and then letting men, specifically Indian men, go completely alone. They have no place to go and speak about their traumas or their feelings, and telling them they have to be like a man, they have to be like a man. You add all this, and it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. So these cases take on our public mind, and that's when people start thinking very seriously about this, you know?
Right. I don't know if this is a right question or not, but जब एक इंसान डिसाइड करता है that he or she wants to rape the other person or sexually violate that person, why do they go ahead and do that? Because एक क्राइम करने के बीच में और सभ्य रहने के बीच में बहुत फाइन लाइन है, एंड कभी कभी वो लाइन आप नोइंगली क्रॉस करते हो, कभी अननोइंगली क्रॉस करते हो. सो व्हाट इज देयर माइंडसेट?
Yeah, great question. And there are again important to understand, बहुत सारी reasons होती हैं. एक reason तो नहीं है. किसी भी amoral act के लिए एक reason नहीं होता है. अब इसको थोड़ा distinguish करते हैं. Cheating and taking, किसी की जेब काटना, ये बहुत अलग crime है. ठीक है, किसी से पैसा लेना बहुत अलग क्राइम है. रेप एक बहुत ही स्पेसिफिकली हीनस क्राइम है, grievant incident. It's a grief filled, but it's a horrible heinous incident. इसमें आप किसी के, if you really think about what rape is, आप किसी के बॉडी पार्ट के अंदर जाके अपना मार्क लीव कर रहे हो, without them even enjoying it, without them even knowing it sometimes. So when does rape happen the most? When people are under substances, when the victim is not even conscious, or when the victim is conscious but you want the victim to feel like lesser than you. Rape has very little to do with lust. It has more to do with power. कि मुझे उसके ऊपर पावर और डोमिनेशन चाहिए. मेरे पास एक क्लाइंट आती थी, उनका नेम वगैरह सब चेंज हो चुका है, बट उनको मल्टीपल रेप्स होते थे. मतलब उनका बॉस एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट के फील्ड में जाके, उसके इंस्टीट्यूशन में जाके उसको हरास करता था, हरास करके उसको रेप करता था. ही वुड फाइंड हर फ्रॉम समवेयर.
Okay.
Because they were in some relationship before 10 years ago, and she had some power over him that he didn't like. And he was in some he was basically a man who just could not understand why he has an attraction towards her. And she used to be very sweet, very giving, very nurturing, but she was not his partner. He was a single person. He was not his partner. तो वो बार बार जाके उसको ढूंढकर ये क्राइम करता रहता था. अब he's such a high up man that he was never ever convicted, because our justice system has many problems. One of them is this, कि पहले बिलीव नहीं होता है, फिर बिलीव करोगे तो हायर अप इंसान होता है, उसको फिर प्रूव करना पड़ता है. एंड स्कार्स तो होते भी नहीं है sometimes in rape cases like this, where you know it's very intense, it happens and it goes away, police may not believe you. But at the same time, you know, it's important to understand that victims also are completely helpless in this. Like, they don't know what happens where, especially multiple victims. So this is I mean, I think, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. This is right. the gist of why a person will commit this consciously. Now, that is one part of it. There are other parts of it: marital rape, there is boundary crossing, there is bad sex, uncomfortable sex. We are not even talking about that, because जब भी ये extreme होता है, हम उस extreme चीज़ें की बात करते हैं, लेकिन ये जब भी तो बहुत valid है ना.
Tell me about uncomfortable sex, क्योंकि of course when I hear this, even my mind is like going in that lane कि how is uncomfortable sex a crime?
It's not.
To explain, yeah.
Yes, uncomfortable sex is not a crime, which is why it's difficult to even talk about as a boundary violation. But if something happens, like two people are having sex and they're trying to get closer to each other, and the person is not listening to the no, okay, that would be very much, I mean, a little bit of rape. No, I mean, that would be very much in the field of in the realm of rape,
Non-consensual.
non-consensual sex, but where it is uncomfortable, like where the person is not able to say that I need you to do something differently, and the person is not, the other partner is actually so neglectful that they're not even listening really. These are incidents where it's not as severe as rape. Intention is good, intention is not to hurt each other, but it doesn't feel like the other person cares.
Right.
Okay, or one partner doesn't care. There's a lot of imbalances in this. एज गैप, जब बहुत छोटे होते हैं एक पार्टनर और दूसरा पार्टनर, मतलब बहुत ही उनसे एज में बहुत ही डिफरेंट है, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे लैंग्वेज और कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम्स भी हो सकते हैं. पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू से, यंगर पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू से कि एक्चुअली वाज दैट इवन गुड फॉर मी. लाइक ऐसे होता है बहुत बार कि प्रोफेसर एंड स्टूडेंट रिलेशनशिप. And I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about college age,
right.
And the college age professor, college age student and college age professor. उसमें इतना अंतर नहीं होता है, 5-6 साल का अंतर होता है शायद. तो स्टूडेंट सोच रहा है कि ये तो बहुत अच्छा रोमांटिक है, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, वाओ वाओ प्रोफेसर लव्स मी. थोड़े साल के बाद जब वो बड़े हो जाते हैं, दे रियलाइज लेकिन यार 30-year-old में और 21-year-old में एक्चुअली मेच्योरिटी का बहुत फर्क होता है. तो दीज आर अनकंफर्टेबल सिनेरियोज जहाँ पे पावर काफी अलग है, इसमें पावर इम्बैलेंस काफी अलग है. ऑल आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज जस्ट द लास्ट थिंग इज दैट रेप इज द ओवरआर्चिंग टर्म. उसके अंदर देर आर मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ सेक्शुअल एक्सपीरियंसेस विच आर क्रिमिनल, नॉट क्रिमिनल एंड प्लेजरेबल. देयर इज अ स्पेक्ट्रम. Now criminal is this heinous act of rape, murder, heinous. Non-criminal but offensive. This is also part of sexual violence, which we must talk about, because sexual trauma does happen. Even from those uncomfortable sex where somebody is not comfortable to say that please stop, or I don't like this, or do this differently, is also a traumatic experience for that person, right? Because they are just going through the motions.
Okay.
And in that, there are a couple of conflict styles, which I have talked about in the book: fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And then there's pleasurable sex. Pleasurable sex is comfortable, intentional, where there is lot of space. I can say no, you will stop. You can say no, I will stop. I will ask you after the experience, how was it? Are you good? It's very caring. This is nurturance culture.
Okay. I'm sure कि आपने कई सारे जो जिनके साथ में रेप हुआ है उन विक्टिम्स के साथ में आपने बात की है, क्योंकि दे नीड थेरेपी, सो वो आपके पास आए रहेंगे. उनका एक जो सेक्सुअल ट्रॉमा होता है, आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, एंड व्हाट इज 1 or 2 कॉमन थिंग्स जो हर केस में आपको सेम लगी when they were talking, तो वो आपको सेम चीज लगी.
See, everyone needs therapy. Just let me bust that
True.
myth first.
Yeah.
One is that there's something that I need to heal from. One is I need to grow in my life.
Right.
For both, therapy is excellent. So when rape victims aate hain mere paas, especially of very egregious acts like this, first I'm only doing unconditional positive listening, that anything is okay that you want to say. Anger is fine, shame is fine. Sometimes women or men or people who are assaulted and raped will say, I wish that I had not done this horrible thing to myself. I wish I had not caused this to happen. I wish कि मैं उस गली में नहीं जाती. I wish कि मुझे पता होता वो अंकल नार्सिसिस्ट है. I wish मुझे पता होता कि वो डॉक्टर के केस में मेरे को हेल्प कोई नहीं करेगा. ऐसे बहुत सारे
खुद को ब्लेम करने लग जाते हैं.
खुद को ब्लेम करने वाला सबसे पहला इंसिडेंट होता है.
Is it
सबसे
like
पहला
guilt के वजह से?
गिल्ट, शेम. कि आप, लेट्स कनेक्ट बैक टू द अर्लियर थिंग दैट वी सेड, कि आपको क्या बताया जाता है घर पे कि बेटा तुम्हारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है एज अ चाइल्ड ऑल्सो, तुमने कुछ गलत किया होगा. लेट्स ब्रिंग इन कुशा फ्रॉम माय फर्स्ट चैप्टर. एक लड़की थी जो 6 साल की थी, जो चेंज कर रही थी घर में, और वो मतलब चेंज करने में नंगी थी, मतलब वो बाथरूम से आई थी, छोटी बच्ची. उसने राइट साइड में देखा, उसके बहुत बड़ा विंडो है उसके बेडरूम में, और एक अंकल की आंखें थी. दिस मैन वाज क्रीपिंग एंड स्टेयरिंग एट दिस चाइल्ड. Okay, this has happened to many women. You can ask any woman in your life, there'll be at least one incident she will say where somebody has creeped on her somebody has creeped on her. So this kid doesn't understand. She saw some uncle, shouted and screamed. Mother came. Luckily mother came, hugged her, saw what happened, closed the window and took her away. Okay. Now in this case, the first thing the girl probably thought is, what is going on? This is what Kusha told me. What is going on with my body that this uncle is looking at my body? Now what is going on with a 6-year-old's body? It's so sick. Nothing is going on. It's a child. The man is a pedophile, like looking at children. So this girl internalized this narrative that anytime I'm naked na, I need to look around कि कोई तो मेरे को देख रहा है. अब वो बड़ी हो जाती है, वो 18 ईयर्स की हो जाती है, वो मैस्टरबेट करने लगती है, या 15-16 की हो जाती है, मैस्टरबेट करने लगती है. जब भी वो एक्सपीरियंस कर रही है अपने बॉडी में थोड़ा सा प्लेजर, वो हमेशा सोचती है कि कोई तो आके ये प्लेजर लेने वाला है मेरे से, या मेरी ही गलती है, कुछ तो गलत होने वाला है. अब आप सोचो कि अब रेप विक्टिम को कितना सेल्फ ब्लेम होगा कि
Correct.
मैंने ही शायद कुछ किया होगा टू एंड अप इन दिस हॉरिबल place. That is the number one thing I hear. The second thing I hear is anger, of course, intense anger. That why was my family not able to understand me? Now, this is a very important point I want to reiterate. Sometimes we leave the survivor alone to deal with their problems because theek hai, crying too much cannot help. But the family also has to be sex positive. The family also has to have less shame to connect to the rape survivor's pain. Often mother is not able to do it. Mother ko khud trauma hai. Father is least interested in this case. Of course, he cares for his child. Every father does. But father doesn't understand the internal mindset, emotional mindset, because he's not given that exposure. So lot of times sex therapy mein, the survivor will come, then she will love the relationship with the therapist, then she'll bring her family. That is when I see the real change happen.
Okay.
Because she cannot depend on the government to give her emotional support. Government has to give her justice. But she or he can, or they can be helped by their family member or their partner. And third point is blame. The partner will blame himself or herself and say that why is my wife not being able to open up in bed? Yes, she was raped when she was my girlfriend, or something happened, I was not there. But now I am not the rapist. No. So why is she treating me like I am the rapist? And this is where we have to understand trauma a little bit more. Like when somebody has so much pain, they're not able to differentiate who is safe and who is not safe. So when as a partner, you are experiencing your wife or husband going through this, first thing is don't blame them. First, be there for them unconditionally in whichever way, shape or form they can. Of course, I connect them to a good sex therapist, trauma therapist, any even mental health counselor to get them to a little bit of more healing. Then you can start saying, look, I am not that person, right? I am here to support you. I would like us to work on this. What happens in India is the opposite.
Correct.
We just leave it. We just get angry.
True. Yeah. आपके पास में कभी कोई क्रिमिनल आया है फॉर थेरेपी हु हैज डन एन एक्ट हीनियस एक्ट ऑफ रेपिंग समवन फॉर थेरेपी?
मैंने इंडिया का सबसे पहला ग्रुप शुरू किया था फॉर परपेट्रेटर्स, मेल परपेट्रेटर्स ऑफ रेप, जो चाइल्डहुड में खुद सेक्सुअल अब्यूज सर्वाइवर्स है.
ओके.
So there's something called cycle of abuse, and it's called hurt people. Dr. Gabor Mate भी इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. मेरी बुक में ट्रॉमा का डेफिनेशन मैंने उनको एट्रीब्यूट किया है. Hurt people. Not all hurt people. Some hurt people heal people. But many hurt people it's a slippery slope. You can get into the same thing that happened to you. So many survivors, many perpetrators, when you ask them, they will be also people who have experienced the same trauma in childhood and never spoken about it. So yes, and also I used to work at a rape crisis center US में, जहाँ पे I used to serve perpetrators of rape also, legal लोगों के साथ. बिल्कुल.
उनके साथ में क्या बात होती थी? मतलब डू दे रियलाइज उनसे, मतलब ऑफ कोर्स दे रियलाइज, इसीलिए वो आपके पास आ रहे हैं, बट देन आपके पास आने के बाद भी डू दे रियलाइज कि कितना बड़ा क्राइम है, एंड फिर उनके क्या थॉट्स होते हैं?
सबसे पहले तो डिफेंसिव थॉट्स होते हैं, जो ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी ही है कि जब मुझे पकड़ा गया या मुझे अकाउंटेबिलिटी से पूछा जाता है, मैं सबसे पहले तो डिफेंसिव ही होगी कि इतना तो नहीं किया, इतना बुरा तो नहीं था. तो दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द सर्वाइवर टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव अ थर्ड पर्सन इन द मिडल who is saying, okay, just tell me. And so they are generally like lot of defenses. They probably don't understand the extent to which they have hurt someone, etc. After that, after like 12-15 times of doing that, especially US में तो बहुत बढ़िया बात है, court mandated therapy.
Oh, okay.
Court tells you to go to specific therapy centers. So 15 sessions when you're defensive, it's okay. You have to do it. You have to continue on. After 1 year is when the offender actually realizes कि okay, this is the extent to what I've done. How do they understand? Through group therapy.
Okay.
This is where group therapy is very powerful, Jay, because you're sitting with somebody else and you're realizing your own pain with someone else's pain, like your own harm that you have caused, and you realize, you compare that, oh my God, really, I have really hurt someone to this extent. If you're just put in jail, 90% of the time, any criminal justice person, any person who works with jails, in fact, I used to work in Thane jail for around like 5-6 years. I used to work in Baikala jail for a year. Any police officer, anybody will tell you, just putting people in jail is not healing.
Yeah.
It is just punishment.
Right.
अब उसमें क्या हो रहा है किसी को पता नहीं है. In fact, वो mental health और जा रहा है उनका नीचे, which is fine. I mean, which is, I guess, like people like when criminals suffer. People like it. But is it actually healing sexual abuse? No. Is it actually helping the perpetrator to change? No. Is it giving survivor any kind of justice? No.
Right. In fact, there's this weirdly funny social justice that happens in the jails because, and I got to know this. So recently I was recording this one podcast with a journalist and he told me कि जेल के अंदर भी एक social system होता है. तो जेल के अंदर जो सबसे एक तरह का वो कास्ट सिस्टम जैसा ही चीज़ होती है कि जो सबसे टॉप लेवल पे है, दैट इज़ योर प्रॉपर गैंगस्टर. उसके नीचे में आएगा जो स्मगलर वगैरह है, उसके नीचे आते हैं पेटी थीव्स, एंड जो सबसे नीचे आता है ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने रेप किया है. एंड अंदर जितने भी क्रिमिनल्स है वो मिल के जिसने रेप किया है उसकी बहुत पिटाई करते हैं. एंड दैट पर्सन जिसने रेप किया है उसको दे विल गिव द वर्स्ट लाइफ इन द जेल एज वेल. तो इट्स अ वियर्ड थिंग कि मतलब शायद इस चीज़ के वजह से भी जब आप किसी को जेल में डालते हो, जैसे आपने कहा, वो पनिशमेंट है, वो उस इंसान को ठीक नहीं कर रहा है. मतलब बाहर आने के बाद में हो सकता है कि अब वो डबल ट्रिपल उस मेंटालिटी के साथ आ रहा है कि अब मैं बदला लूंगा.
और होता भी है. मैं आपको थोड़ा वो कास्ट सिस्टम का एनालॉजी चैलेंज करना चाहूंगी. वो कास्ट सिस्टम तो नहीं कह सकते
हाँ,
उसको.
ऑफ कोर्स.
बट इट्स मोर लाइक अ सिस्टम ऑफ
सोशल सिस्टम है.
हायरार्की.
या हायरार्की.
It's a hierarchy.
Right.
Caste is a very different matter.
Right.
But it's a hierarchy for sure. And every system where there are politics. 2 लोग भी हैं तो उनके बीच में भी politics होगा. 4 लोग हैं उसमें भी politics होगा. जेल्स में काफी होता है कि खुद ही there is some kind of natural justice system that people come up with. Some of it is horrible, some of it is helpful.
Yeah.
But what it is not is it's not healing at all. And in fact, यूएस में तो बहुत ही हम देखते हैं ये, बिकॉज उनका जस्टिस सिस्टम इज सो स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड सो ब्रूटल that many times when perpetrators have no access to therapy or books etc, when they come out there is a more sense of like violence, but to say that मैं बदला लूंगा, मैं इसी सिस्टम में रहूंगा क्योंकि अब मुझे जॉब नहीं मिल रही है, क्योंकि यूएस में आपका पासपोर्ट भी कैंसिल हो जाता है. आपको वो मिलता है कि यू आर अ सेक्स ऑफेंडर फॉर लाइफ एंड ऑल दैट. तो अब मैं जॉब कहाँ से लूँ? मेरे को टारगेट या वॉलमार्ट में तो जॉब नहीं मिलने वाला है, बिकॉज वो तो पेपर वर्क पूछेंगे. तो मैं क्या करूंगा? मैं ब्लैक बिजनेस ही करूंगा ना. ब्लैक बिजनेस करते हुए क्या करूंगा मैं? सेम.
एंड इट्स अ वियर्ड थिंग कि मतलब जेल्स भी वही प्लेस है जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा इनफैक्ट रेप्स के इंसिडेंट्स भी आते हैं, एंड वहाँ पे अननेचुरल सेक्स के भी इंसिडेंट आते हैं जो कि अगेन कंसेंशुअल नहीं होते. तो इट्स अ वियर्ड थिंग. आपने कभी किसी से मतलब किसी जेल में, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे कि थाने जेल में, बाइकला जेल में आपने काम किया है, सो वहाँ पे ऐसे किसी विक्टिम से आप मिले थे ऑफ अ रेप सर्वाइवर?
मेरा काम ही विद विमेन ऑफ रेप विक्टिम्स के साथ ही था, इनसाइड जेल. And they used to invest in us. They used to bring in art therapists. The police there used to invest. तो क्या करते हैं ना, बॉम्बे में बहुत अच्छा सिस्टम भी है कि गवर्नमेंट, एटलीस्ट उस टाइम था, गवर्नमेंट एनजीओ के साथ कोलैबोरेट करते थे. टिस या टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ हो गया, उनके पास प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं तो वो सोशल वर्कर्स को लाते थे. फिर सोशल वर्कर्स हम जाके बहुत एक्चुअली बहुत लेबोरियस जॉब है, क्योंकि 2 घंटे तो चेकिंग ही होती है आपकी. आपसे मैं तो आर्ट थेरेपिस्ट हूँ, तो मतलब एज ए ट्रेनिंग तो हम तो पेंट करते थे, हम वाटर कलर्स करते थे, हम कट करते थे चीजें, तो हमें ही सब चीजें लानी होती थी. सिजर्स लाओगे तो आपका 1 घंटे तो चेकिंग पीछे ही जाएगा. आप फिर आप भी क्रिमिनल ही हो. फिर आप वापस फिर आपको पुलिस से फ्रेंडशिप दोस्ती बढ़ानी पड़ती थी. फिर वो जाके देन आफ्टर फेमिलराइज, एक साल के बाद फेमिलराइज हो जाएंगे. तब तक कुछ लोग तो पास अवे भी हो जाते थे, कुछ लेडीज, क्योंकि मेंस्ट्रुअल पैड्स नहीं है, ब्रशेस नहीं है. आई मीन इट्स वेरी इनह्यूमन कंडीशंस टू लिव. सो देयर इज नथिंग टू लुक फॉरवर्ड टू. So if it's a rape victim or even a perpetrator, they're all in one. सेग्रीगेशन तो नहीं है,
करेक्ट, हाँ.
and everybody sleeping on the floor. वहाँ पे unnatural नहीं, but like sexual acts of course होती हैं, because people have to relieve their stress also in a way, and maybe they're not interested in women. Like lesbianism is also happens sometimes because you're not interested in being a lesbian, but that's the only source of touch you have because you're in a female jail.
Right.
So a lot of hugging, like I would see it at night, people are just hugging each other and sleeping. They're just friends hugging, two adult women are just hugging very deeply. So these are like very extreme conditions. तो extreme conditions में आपको extreme symptoms ही मिलेंगे.
Okay. I thought when you spoke about like आप जेल्स में काम कर रहे थे, I thought आप perpetrators के साथ में काम कर रहे थे उनका mindset change करने के लिए.
इंडिया में आप perpetrators के साथ काम नहीं कर सकते हो. In like if you're a woman you cannot work with men. It's gender segregated.
Okay.
In the US I did. That's a different matter. I was saying कि मैंने perpetrators का group शुरू किया था, which was by choice. These are people who are not in jail. These are people who have committed acts of violence and who want to heal.
Okay.
So they are actually supported by their family to say कि अच्छा वो therapist कर रही है, जाओ.
Okay.
So there are many aspects to this.
Okay.